Good morning, students. Hello, everybody. Once again, come back to my class. This is Pradeep sir with another session of circles from class 10 mathematics. So far, students, we have learned about different properties of the tangents, theorem related to the tangent, and different types of problems solved in the previous sessions. Student, today I am going to show you some more problems based on the properties of tangents. So here the first question says that let me draw the diagram to make the question clear. A circle is touching the side BC of triangle ABC. A circle is touching the side BC of triangle ABC. You can see in the diagram ABC is a triangle and a circle is touching the side BC at P. This is P. And it is also touching the side AB produced at Q and AC produced at R. Okay, so let me explain the whole question again. ABC is a triangle. A circle is drawn such that the circle is touching the side BC at the point P, and this circle is also touching the side AB produced at Q and AC produced at R. What we have to prove? We have to prove that the tangent, each tangent is half the perimeter of triangle ABC. That is, AQ equals to half the perimeter of the triangle ABC, as well as AR is also half the perimeter of the triangle ABC. So first of all, let me write down the informations given in the question. A circle is touching the side BC of triangle ABC at P. It is also touching the side AB and AC produced at Q and R respectively. We have to prove that. To prove AQ equals to AR equals to half perimeter of triangle ABC. So since the circle is touching at Q and R, we can say that AQ and AR are the tangent to this circle and their length are equal as per the theorem. So here we have to prove this. Proof. First of all, we all know that AQ and AR, they are equal. Why? Because they are the tangent to the same circle through a external point. So AQ equals to AR. Now what is AQ plus AR? AQ plus AR can be written as AB plus BQ, means AQ is written as AB plus BQ, AB plus BQ, and AR is written as AC plus CR, AC plus CR. Now since AQ and AR are equal, so I can write in place of AQ plus AR, I can write AQ plus AQ, and here AB will remain as it is. Now see, BQ, can we say that BQ and BP are equal? Why? Because from point P, BP and BQ are two tangent to the same circle. This one, BP and BQ are equal because they are the length of the tangent drawn from external point to a circle. So in place of BQ, I can write BP. AC will remain as it is. CR, in place of CR, I can write CP also, because from point C, CR and CP are two tangents to a circle. Therefore, their length are equal. So in place of CR, I am writing CP. And here we have to put the reason length of the tangent. Length of the tangent length of the tangents drawn from external point, from external point, length of the tangent drawn from external point. Now AQ plus AQ is 2AQ, AB plus BP plus, I am writing this CP together, BP plus CP plus AC. So here 2AQ will remain as it is, AB will be AB. Now see the figure, BP plus CP, what is that? BP plus CP is BC. So here in place of BP plus CP, I can write BC, and AC will remain as it is. Okay. So now what is 2AQ? It is the sum of all the three sides of triangle ABC. AB plus BC plus AC, that is sum of all the three sides of triangle ABC. We all know that sum of all the three sides of a triangle is the perimeter of the triangle. Hence AB plus BC plus AC is the perimeter of triangle ABC. Perimeter of triangle ABC. Now let me take these two to the right hand side, so it will become half. Therefore we can say AQ is equals to half perimeter of triangle ABC. Okay, so AQ equals to half perimeter of triangle ABC. Now since AQ and AR, they are equal, so we can write in place of AQ, I can also write AR. Therefore we can say that AQ equals to AR equals to half perimeter of triangle ABC. So it is proved. Okay students, understood all of you? Hope you have found this some very easy, and hope you have understood also. Just go through the whole thing. Here the theorem, length of the tangent drawn from external point to a circle has been used. Okay, otherwise the sum is very easy. Okay, this is the next question. As you can see, triangle ABC is a right angle triangle or right triangle which encircles, which circumscribe a circle of radius r. The radius is not given. The side BC is 6 centimeter given and the side AB is 8 centimeter given. We have to find the radius of the circle. Okay. Now students, we know that if the center is joined with the point of contact, suppose this is point D, this is point E, and this is point F. So if the center is joined with the point of contact, then it will become perpendicular to the tangent. That means radius is perpendicular to the tangent. Similarly, this one also. These are all the radius of the tangent. Okay. We have to find the length of the radius of the circle. So first of all, let me join the center with all the three vertices of the triangle, that is OA, that is A, B and C. So center is joined with all the three vertices A, B and C. Now these are all the radius. So using Pythagoras theorem, first of all I have to find the length AC. So what is AC square equals to, since AC is the hypotenuse, so AC square equals to AB square plus BC square according to Pythagoras theorem. So AC square equals to AB square plus BC square. Here we have to write the theorem, name of the theorem, that is Pythagoras theorem. Okay, now let me put the values. So AB is 8 square, BC is 6 square, so 64 plus 36, that is 100. So AC square is equals to 100, means AC equals to root over 100, that is 10 centimeter. We cannot take the negative value because side or the length of the sides of a triangle cannot be negative. Therefore, we have got AC as 10 centimeter. Now, what is the area of triangle ABC? So, area of triangle ABC is equals to area of triangle AOB plus area of triangle BOC plus area of triangle AOC. The whole triangle ABC is divided into three parts, three triangles. That is triangle AOB, triangle BOC and triangle AOC. So area of triangle ABC will be the sum of areas of these three triangles, AOB, BOC and AOC. Now what is area of triangle ABC? Area of triangle, since it is a right angle triangle, so half into base into height. Base is 6 centimeter and height is 8 centimeter. Okay, so half into base is BC into height is AB is equals to, here also area of triangle AOB, that is also half into base into height. Now in triangle AOB, the base is AB and the height is the radius, because we all know radius is perpendicular to the tangent. So half into AB into radius OF. Area of triangle BOC, here BC is the base and OD, that is the radius, is the height. So half into BC into OD. Similarly for triangle AOC, AC is the base, so half into AC into radius OE is the height, so OE. Now replace these values. Replace BC with this value. What is BC? BC is 6 centimeter. AB is 8 centimeter, equals to half. What is AB? Here AB is 8 centimeter. OF is the radius. We don't know radius, so write it as R. Half. What is BC? BC is 6 centimeter, and OD is the radius, so it will remain as R. I have taken the radius as R, plus half AC. AC we have calculated 10 centimeter, so AC will be 10, and OE is the radius, so R. Okay, so 2 cuts 6 is 3, 24, 3 8s are 24, equals to, here also 8 cuts 2 cuts 8 is 4, 4R, plus 6 is cancelled by 2, so it gives 3, 3R, and 2 cuts 10 is 5, so 5R. Therefore 24 is equals to 7 plus 5, 12R, or we can say R is equals to 24 upon 12, that is 2. Therefore we can say radius equals to 2 centimeter. So radius of this circle is 2 centimeter. Students, this was very simple sum. Students, by now I hope your confidence is high, as we have done so many problems related to this circle, tangent and their properties, theorems. So after doing all these things, I hope you can now feel much confident about the chapter, and you can do any sum which is based on this property of tangent and the theorems. Okay, so try to practice some more sums. So many sums are there. You can find the sums in the sample papers which are available in the market. Some other books are there. So many books are there. You can find so many sums from them. Try to do those sums. I think you can be able to do all the sums. There is no sums now which you can't do. As I have told you, we have got so many things to know about this. Your concept is more clear now. So if you go for practicing some more sums from other sources, then your concept will be more clear, and then the confidence level will be very high, and then you can solve any type of problems based on this topic. Okay, so student, I'm concluding the class here, as well as I'm concluding this chapter also. From the next session we'll start a new chapter, and I shall return with another chapter. So till then, go on for practicing these sums. Let us meet in the next class. Goodbye and have a wonderful day.